Hey guys, I hope you're all alright. First things first, just to let you know I'm back at uni now, which is why I'm in a different background to usual, and also to apologise for any bad lighting today, just because it's disgusting weather and it's raining and there's no sun, and I'm really not looking forward to going out in it later. Although I did realise that my zebra wellies will match my zebra nails, which is quite cool, and if you want to learn how to do the zebra nails, they will be on my blog, which I'll link in the bar below. Right, so on to what I'm actually talking about today, which is the Revlon Colorburst lip butters. And these have been causing a storm in the beauty world, and there's been a lot of hype around them, and I really wanted to just have my say on them before everyone kind of moves on to a different product. So I'm going to start by talking about the packaging, and I really like the packaging just because they brighten up my lipstick box, because most of my other lipsticks, your standard black, navy, that sort of colour packaging, and these are just so nice, and the colours match the actual colour of the lip butter, which is really handy if you're in a rush and you want to go into Boots and you know you want a pink one and you can just clearly see sort of which one you want to get. And I also really like the quilted design. I think that's pretty, and also the way that the tops are clear, because then you can kind of look through, see what the actual bullet of colour looks like, which is really helpful if you can't actually swatch them, because I know in some stores you can't actually sort of get them out. So that's really good. The only thing I have noticed negatively about these, something stuck in there, is, I don't know, sometimes because the lid's quite big, because normally lids start there, sometimes I have actually caught the lid on the product because it's just a little bit hard to kind of get off, but it's not really too much of an issue. And these retail for $7.99 from Boots or Superdrug or wherever you get them from in America, which I think is quite standard for a Revlon lip product, although they're not actually lipstick, so it's kind of, it is a bit pricey, but it's not too bad. And the reason these aren't actually lipsticks, just in case you don't know, these are kind of a hybrid product, which is why they've been causing so much of commotion. They're supposed to have the shine of a lip gloss, the colour payoff of a lipstick, and what have I missed out? The moisturisation of a lip balm. And I think they actually do, which makes them just the best thing ever. I'm just absolutely in love with them. So I'm going to show you the individual shades that I've got now. So the first one is Strawberry Shortcake, and I have spoken about this in my first video, and I was also wearing it in my first video. So you can see what it looks like on the lips. Although I am also going to do a blog post to go with this, just with the swatches and the lip photos, so you can kind of see the colours better. I'm going to swatch it for you. And this one I bought for myself just to see what all the fuss was about. There you go. It's a pale nudie baby pink. I think it's perfect for everyday wear. It's not too light, so you don't look like you've got concealer lips, which I really don't like. It's just a great everyday sort of colour. And you can kind of see as well from these swatches I'm going to do how good the pigmentation of these are. I mean, they're so much more than a sheer lipstick or a tinted lip balm, because the colour payoff is just so great. Right, next one is Lollipop. And my boyfriend bought me these two lip butters for Easter, and it's a really lovely bright popping pink. I'll swatch that for you. There, you can just see. This might be my favourite one just because I don't have many bright pinks, and it's just really gorgeous because it's wearable bright pink, because obviously they're not lipsticks, they're not completely matte, so it's kind of like a toned down bright pink, which is kind of perfect for everyday wear. And I think as well, the colour range, they've done particularly well with their bright colours. The pigmentation of those is just ridiculous. And last but not least, we have Tutti Frutti, which I'm wearing now. Oh, and I was wearing Lollipop in my second video. So yeah, I've worn all three in all my 3 videos, which kind of shows how much I love them. So Tutti Frutti, sorry, is, I kind of thought it was more of a coral when I first got it, but it's kind of, I don't know, it comes out a bright orange. Obviously you can see from my lips it doesn't look bright orange. I'd say it was a coral with red undertones. It's not a pinky coral, but that's quite nice because I don't really have many sort of reddy corals, I mainly have pinky ones. So I'm a massive fan of all 3 shades. Staying power. Now I know this has been something that people have not liked about these products, but actually I'm really happy with the staying power, just because I think the finish when you first put them on, that lasts for about 2 hours, and then it sort of gives your lips a nice stain of colour. So they don't just disappear like normal glosses would, and you do kind of get a nice stain that lasts for like a few more hours. And also, they're not something you have to worry about, as in, if you put on a matte lipstick, go out for a meal or a drink, sometimes you notice that it just rubs off here, and then it's just like a ring around your lips, which I hate, and I'd rather not wear anything at all if it's going to come off patchily. These don't come off patchily, and also they are so ridiculously easy to reapply, so you don't really mind reapplying them maybe a little bit more often than a matte lipstick. I wore Strawberry Shortcake out clubbing the other week, and obviously I was drinking and stuff, and I was just in the middle of the dance floor dancing, just got it out my bag, put it on, kind of did that to make sure it was everywhere, and that's fine. Like I didn't need to get a mirror out and properly sit down and do it, which can be a bit of a pain if you don't really want to have to think about your lips all the time. So yes, what else did I have to talk about? Just check my little list down there. Ah yes, the formula. I love the formula of these because they're just so moisturising and not drying at all, and I think that's just lovely. They just feel so lightweight, and you don't need a gloss or anything on the top just because they essentially are a gloss anyway. The only thing about the formula is that because they are so sort of balmy, the actual bullet, I'll kind of show you the actual thing. It's so, I don't know, delicate and soft, and if you left this in a hot car it would probably just melt everywhere. And sometimes, like even swatching them on my hand, I've kind of like misshaped it a bit because if you press too hard it just rubs off. So you just need to be really careful with these and keep them in kind of like cool places. So I suppose that's one of the prices you pay for having such a balmy texture really, but I think it's 100% worth it. So yeah, I am an absolutely massive fan of these. I think I've covered everything I wanted to. I'll maybe just say that just generally all the shades, there's 14 in the UK and 20 in America, and I really like nearly all of them. There's none that I've looked at and thought, oh, like what is that shade about? So yeah, I think there's a great range of shades, and I really want to go and buy all the others, even though I'm on a bit of a spending ban. Oops. And if I was ever in America, then I'd definitely go and get the other ones that you can't get here. Also, the pigmentation, I think with some of the really light colours like cotton candy, it might not be quite as good, so kind of don't take my word that all of them are going to be amazingly pigmented and long lasting, because I know some of them are a little bit more just sheer. So that's my review of those. Definitely give them a go, and thank you so much for watching. Please rate, comment and subscribe. Oh, and thank you so much to all my new subscribers who have actually subscribed after 2 videos. It's so overwhelming and lovely, and I think I have the Sparklelicious to thank for that. She's absolutely gorgeous and amazing, and she recommended my blog, and I think probably quite a few of you have found me through her. So thanks very much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.